Hey guys, what's up? I just want to make another quick video to highlight a few things that I saw that we had a little bit of trouble with in a previous war, and also maybe give you guys another way to start looking at bases, especially people with higher level archer queens, and I'll get into that a little bit more later. But first, I just wanted to, highlight. I'm still over at Red Iron, doing a lot of ranged wars with them. Some really fun stuff. But still learning, still practicing. But I just wanted to show this particular war and pretty much every war that we do. All of these are TH9s, and they're all getting 3-starred. And a lot of these guys aren't like as leveled as I am. We've got a pretty big range of Town Hall 9s, a lot of earlies, a lot of mids, a lot of lates, and a lot of high level Town Hall 10s as well. So it's not just these high level guys that are 3-starring Town Hall 9s. And as you've seen from some of the guys now that are getting better with hogs, they're 3-starring Town Hall 9s too. So this is where we want to get to, and we can get there. Just gonna take practice, experience. So this is another round of our possibility. So let's just strive to get to the point where we can do this to our wars and clean up all these Town Hall 9s. So let's look at this attack. This is the top Town Hall 9 in this war. It had defended a couple of times. If you look at this base, it doesn't, at first glance, it's like, this is kind of a crappy base. But it's not really. If you see it, it's actually set up to be really anti-loon. These air defense placements are overlapping. They're actually flanked with Teslas in the core here. And then you've got this blower, just loves to fuck shit up. So it's really hard to loon, and you see a lot more anti-loon bases because it's easy to spam while loon, and sometimes you get lucky and 3-star base, or you generally can get a 2-star out of a spam loon attack. So a lot of people are setting up these anti-loon bases. So that just means you gotta hog it, right? The thing about this base though is it's not a super easy hog. There aren't any double jump bombs, and that's something else I've seen a lot of people going towards, is doing 4 singles instead of double jump bombs to force you to heal more, kind of negate the popularity of a shattered hog attack to where you would only bring 2 heals. So if there's 4 singles and you can't get 2 with your CB or your shatter, then you don't have enough heals. And this base had a little bit unorthodox single placements. They're actually on either side of this gold storage and this gold storage, and that's actually not terrible placement. Because so you want to come in, here obviously, and get the archer queen, and that leaves 2 singles over here. And so if you did your CB over here, you're gonna start your hog attack over here, and they're gonna work their way up and then around. But the way this base is laid out, I mean, you see that's a long way to go. And it's just, because you've got to heal here at least once, so that you don't get to spread your heals out nearly as much as you want. And it caused a couple of our guys to fail. So I decided to think about this base a little differently, and we'll go into kind of what I thought here. So my idea was, actually, let's go back to the Warmac and I'll explain a little better. My idea was, so I know bombs are between this gold storage, and I don't want to CB here, or around this area. So for my lure, I just decided I was going to take out these 3 defenses. Negate the bombs, at least for the most part. Get the CC pool, which as the hogs move past these 2 cannons, they'll get the CC pool. I want to make my CC kill down in this area, so that frees up anchor point for that. But it's going to be pretty expensive. I'm going to need at least 3 hogs for each of these defenses and a giant to tank to allow that. Otherwise, I'd have to use more hogs. So that's a total of 50 spaces, which sounds kind of crazy to do for lore. But when you think about everything you get, it's worth it. You're taking down 3 defenses. You're getting at least 1 bomb and making the other not as big of a deal if you don't get it, which I end up not triggering, but it's fine. I was able to heal the way I wanted to around it, so it was really negligible. You're pulling the CC. You're freeing up an anchor port for your CC kill. And the other reason I did this is I wanted to think about this space a little bit more in depth than what you'd normally think. So I know I'm going to use my Archer Queen on the CC kill, and it's going to be, you know, in this area next to this statue and gold mine. And then I'm going to do my CB from over here. So I'm going to clear these buildings on my CB to funnel the king, get the queen. And upon doing that, I know that then my part of my kill squad here that I used to kill their CC is going to walk up this way, and it can do that untouched if these defenses are down. So if I take out all those defenses, not only am I getting the bombs, not only am I getting the CC, not only am I getting these defenses down, not only am I making an anchor, I'm freeing up my kill squad to clean up all these buildings untouched. So that's why I think it was worth it to do that. So, you know, 50 troops for CC pool obviously sounds kind of crazy, but if you do that with a purpose, a meaningful purpose, then that's fine. You know, it's got a specific job, and if that's something that's, you know, useful, that's worth it. And part of the reason I could do this is because I knew I also had 4 heals, so I wasn't concerned with my hog numbers as much. So, you know, it's just things you got to think about when you're scouting a base. And the other thing I wanted to highlight in this raid was killing a dragon CC, which is something that we seem to have a lot of trouble with. And I'll go over that as we watch this replay. So, giant down a tank. Hogs go in. Take out those defenses. Get a bomb. Almost got that second bomb, but I didn't. But I got the CC pool. You know, free ink over here now, so draw them over there. Okay, so dragon and CC. You don't need any more troops than you normally would. You just gotta treat it just a little bit differently. So you have your anchor, and I'm gonna drop these bobs behind these troops, so they have to double back. And then as they double back, I'm dropping witches. And they're spawning skeletons. And I dropped my archer queen. Notice I just dropped one, but up until that point, I hadn't dropped wizard yet. Be patient. Let these skeletons creep up around these siege troops, and let them all focus on the skeletons before you drop a wizard. It will save you wizards, which is something that you desperately need to do when learning the CC. Because as you'll see later in this raid, anytime you do a CC lore and a CC kill like this on a hog attack, time is going to be an issue. And you need those cleanup wizards. Otherwise, you're probably not going to 3-star. You're going to get like a 95, 96, 97, 98, whatever percent 2-star. And that's painful. All because you dropped a wiz early in your attack that you didn't need to drop. So again, guys, just be patient. Let those skellies distract, which is what they're there for. And then now you can see as this wizard, defensive wizard, and the dragon are occupied on all the skeletons, wizard goes down, starts doing work. Now I made a mistake here. I dropped a second wizard. I didn't need to do that. I'm not sure why I did it. Sometimes it happens. You just get anxious and you drop a troop. Because I really wanted to save 2 for cleanup. But dropped a wizard. And I didn't need to. Archer Queen is there, taking out that dragon. No other troops would have been fine. But it happens. So, Golem goes down. Wizards go down to tank. Or, sorry, clear funnel. Wallbreaker's in. I got a little bit lucky. It wouldn't have been matter. The Golem would have got it, but Wallbreaker got a double jump, or single jump bomb there. So now you can see all of this, below this barracks. I mean, all that's gone. There's no defenses still over there, so my queen is yet to take a hit. They're kind of joining back up with the rest of my kill squad. And they're doing, they're doing a lot. They've taken out quite a bit of buildings, and no damage. Full health there. So we'll keep going on. King goes in, takes out the queen, and now we're throwing in hogs. And the heel goes down. So hogs are going to path left. Had to throw a heel there because of the giant bomb. And then I can be a little liberal with my healing because I have 4. Goes on the high HP buildings to the expos. Now I wasn't able to get the hard drop quite like I liked. I wanted to save it about 3 or 4 for this north archer tower just to ensure pathing. But I was also more concerned about getting through that first area, and because my hogs didn't path right to that mortar, I needed to redrop some hogs to get pathing created there. So if that's what you gotta do, that's what you gotta do. Feel free to adjust during raids, guys. Don't obviously have a initial plan, but if the raids go in a certain direction, don't stick to a plan just because that's the plan you had. This will end up being fine. You'll see that the hogs will go up there, but the reason that it's not as big of a deal is because, okay, look, so I know my hogs are gonna path up to the north arch tower, and I've got a little bit of a split here where these hogs aren't on the CD aren't getting healed, so that's not good. I've got a Tesla there, Wizard Tower, Expo, so some pretty high DPS and a splash defense, and I want these hogs to be under heal. And because I know hog pathing and I've controlled hog pathing through the raid, I know all these hogs are gonna come down here. so I don't have to wait to drop my heel. That's something I've seen quite a bit of people do. So those hogs up north, they'll wait for them to regroup down here before they drop the heel. No need to do that. Heal those hogs that aren't being healed and taking all this damage, and those hogs are going to come back down there and they're going to get healed up. So if you know where your hogs are going, you can heal those areas without worrying about the other parts of your pack, because you know where they're going to go. That's fine. And now the other thing I wanted to talk about is this clutch Wizzy right here, man. So I dropped him right at that 9 o'clock corner as my hogs pathed around, and he saves the raid. If I did not have this wizard, I would not have 3-starred. And you'll see, he's got these building, and I've got, my archer queens up. I've got quite a few hogs. I didn't even use my ability yet, use the ability. So I've got a lot cleaning up, but because I did that lore, that takes time along with the CB and all that. So it's always going to come at a time when you do that. And this wizard saved me a lot of time. I mean, I had, I think, 4 seconds left. And before all these other cleanup troops got there, I mean, he took out 1, 2, 3, and most of that collectors. I mean, that was way more than 4 seconds. So I would not have 3-starred if it wasn't for that cleanup wizard. And like I said, I wanted to be able to drop one up north, but I misdropped one at the end. And it wouldn't have been as close if I had that extra wizard, but I still need to clean up wizards. So guys, just get in the habit of doing that. I don't want to see you have a 98% 2-star or 1-star because you dropped a wizard you didn't need to. It's really painful, and you've done so much right in the raid and done everything, all the hard parts really well to get to that point. Don't let a cleanup wizard cost you a 3-star attack. So again, guys, I hope that was helpful. I'll try to get some more videos of other attacks and things like that I think will helpful. And I'm gonna try and get some Laloon attacks for you guys. I just hardly ever use it because I prefer hogs, but as an attack, would like to show the correct way to use that. So I'll try my best to find some bases in these upcoming wars that would be good Laloon bases, and put up some videos for you guys. And if there's anything else you guys want to see, let me know. I'm sure that it's probably going on an Ion. I can find some footage for you and explain it. So just let me know if there's something you do want to see you want me to make a video about. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. I'll catch you guys later.